So anti-MLM YouTubers are under attack again. It's a tale as old as time. The anti-MLM movement always has their eyes open, looking for things that these MLM distributors shouldn't be doing that are really unethical and gross, and then they expose it, and they get mad, and then they attack. Basically, long story short, you guys know my friend Erin Bees. She texted me like last week and she was like, so I just got another copyright strike from a Mary Kay distributor. And I'm like, oh my God, how are they still out here doing this? And then she tells me that Sam D, who is also another anti-MLM YouTuber, same thing happened to her. And this is so crazy. It's 2 different videos, 2 different distributors, copyright striking 2 different YouTube creators at the same time. Unfortunately for them, when people start screwing around with my friends, I get a little mad. And I said, Erin, I'm on it. Which resulted in me sitting in this chair and pressing the record button. Well, I'll honestly say that the person who copyright striked Sam D, from what I've seen of her, she seems fairly harmless. I mean, obviously, it's always unethical to be in a multi-level marketing company, regardless of which company it is. They're all unethical. Fight me! But the one who copyright striked Erin, oh my God. She's a monster. This is what we call the consequences of your own actions, because now I'm gonna rip you a new one. So stay tuned, we're gonna get into all that, but first I wanna talk to you about today's sponsor, Bellesa. I'm partnering with Bellesa for a giveaway, and you should know that everybody who signs up for this giveaway by clicking that link in the description is going to get a free rose suction toy with your order. Bellesa is a company created by women for all things sexual wellness, whose mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. Gone are the days where women have to feel ashamed about what we do in our own beds, whether it's by ourselves, with a partner, whatever. We are not doing that anymore, and it's time for a spring awakening, if you know what I mean. Listen, the addition of toys in my bedroom has done wonders for my marriage. My husband obviously loves this side of me, and it's just more fun, dude. One of Bellesa's coolest toys is the Thump. It does it all with vibration, suction, and its signature thumping motion. And then we have the Key Vibe. This is a novelty toy designed to spice up your date night in the most discreet way possible. The actual toy here is wearable and velvety smooth, and it has a magnetic piece to hold it firmly in place in your underwear, while the remote controller looks like a straight up key fob, so no one will ever suspect a thing. And now for the cutest toy you've ever seen, the Rose. It's a viral TikTok sensation that is just adorable. I mean, it literally just looks like a rose, but it has 10 different modes, and it's powerful. And remember what I said earlier about partnering with Bellesa for a giveaway? Well, the Rose is the toy that you'll get for free with your order if you sign up for the giveaway. If you're ready to spice up your bedroom life, check out that link in the description. I'll also have it as a pinned comment below. Don't forget, everybody who signs up is going to get a free Rose suction toy with their order. Click that link, get something for yourself or your partner. Bellesa has a ton of stuff for everybody. But yeah, get yourself some goodies. You deserve it. Thank you so much, Bellesa, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get into it. Okay, wow, where do we start here? I want to look at what Sam D posted. I don't know when her video is coming out. I don't know if this video will come out before Sam's, but I know Sam is making like a follow-up video in regards to the situation, but she did post some stories and reels and stuff. She sent me her stories, so we're just gonna watch through it just so we get the full story.
Good morning. Happy Friday. If you are someone who is active in the anti-MLM community and you follow more than one of us, you may have seen that Erin got a copyright claim from a top Mary Kay leader earlier this week. And I just got one from a different top Mary Kay leader for my video that went up yesterday. Yay, us!
She also posted this that just said, guess she can feel like she did something good for her business now. Gloves are off now. Good. Both of the videos that Sam and Erin reacted to are 2 videos that were on YouTube. So if you don't know how this works, basically if you post a video on YouTube and it's like your original content, if YouTube detects that someone else went and re-uploaded your content or even used large chunks of said content, YouTube will automatically flag it, and then it will send a notification to the original content creator, and it'll be like, do you want this taken down? Like, I could even show you what it looks like on my end, because I do have that. Now, the reason I feel okay with showing you this is because all these content detection things, most of these, see how these are all exposing a new scam, infinity processing system. These were people who joined this master resale rights course that I had reviewed in my video called Exposing a New Scam, Infinity Processing System, Stay Far Away. What happened was we watched like Infinity Processing Systems like trailer, or like, I don't know what you would call it, like an advertisement. We watched it in my video. I guess I was the first one to upload a video with that in it. And so then other people who were actually in Infinity Processing Systems went ahead and uploaded the same exact video to their YouTube so they could share it. That's mostly what these are here. And I didn't do a copyright takedown request because it's not my copyright. I don't own that video. I just watched it in one of my videos. I have one here where someone who thinks that they are exposing anti-MLMers, they did a reaction video to a stupid satire video that I made with my friend Savvy Lizer from Savvy Writes Books. I visited her in Chicago a few years ago, and we were making fun of Mon 8 Huns, and we made a video about it, whatever. This person's like, wow, this is so bad, and it's like, well, you know, we were being satirical because the show we were making fun of was also very bad. So anyway, I didn't delete that one because I'm like, whatever. That's what I do. That's my YouTube content. I sit here and talk shit about other people. So like if people want to talk shit about me, unless it's an actual fully re-uploaded video of mine, then I don't really take it down. Anyway, and then my most viewed video on my channel is my husband proposing to me 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago. So some people will re-upload like compilations of proposals and stuff, and they've put my proposal in their own shit. So that shows up here too. So if I click these little action buttons here, review match, contact channel, request video removal. So if I click request video removal, YouTube will just take it down because YouTube thinks that like someone is re-uploading my content. So it's like, these are all things I don't care about. So that's why I archived them. Anyway, this is what we're talking about. This is what happened. And this is why, even though when Sam D and Aaron B's did their reaction videos to these Mary Kay distributors and their content, even though it was very clearly fair use, it was very clearly transformative, and like anyone who were to, like if you were to actually take this to court over this, you know, like they wouldn't be siding with these Mary Kay distributors. They would be siding with Sam and Aaron because of fair use and freedom of speech and shit. They are allowed to make the videos that they made. However, unfortunately, this is something in YouTube's back end that I feel like needs more work. I think the YouTube copyright detection system doesn't account for cases of fair use. And I wish there was a way for them to do that. I'm sure there is. Aaron and Sam were both given the chance to appeal this decision, and I think that starts the 10-day countdown timer or whatever, where in that case, in order for anything else to happen, the copyright holder would have to actually file legal proceedings against Sam and Aaron. They had 10 days to do that, and if they don't do it, then YouTube will reinstate the video, la-di-da, everything's gravy. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Erin decided to, I don't know if she appealed it or not. Maybe she did just to get rid of the copyright strike, because it does put an actual strike on your channel when this kind of stuff happens. And then in that case, it's a 3 strikes and you're out thing. You have, I think, is it 3 months or 6 months or something like that, where that copyright strike stays active on your channel. And then if you get another one, then they're like, oh, you can't monetize things. And then if you get a third one, YouTube will completely delete your channel. So this kind of stuff also, yeah, it threatens the livelihood of someone's YouTube channel. It threatens its active status. So it's pretty messed up when people do stuff like this when it's fair use. And that's why, like, when I was saying, like, okay, this stupid idiot showed up here on my content detection, and it's like, could I remove it? Yeah, I could be a dick about it, but I won't. It's fair use. Even though I don't like what this person is saying and I think they're stupid, I'm leaving it up because it's fair use. That's just like, that's my moral and ethical standard. I am not in a rules for thee but not for me situation. Like, that's where I stand on all this. So anyway, apparently, you know, Mary Kay distributors and other MLM distributors don't have that same ethical bar. They're just like, oh, I can get this video that is critical of me taken down, will do. It's like, okay, tell me you're incapable of taking responsibility, like you don't have any room for constructive criticism, or criticism in general, even if it's not constructive. Like, it's like, people are people and they're gonna keep talking. If this is really gonna make you so mad that you have to issue a copyright strike against someone who is critical of you, that just says a lot about your personal code of ethics, you know? You guys should go follow Sam. Obviously, go follow Erin B's also, because she's fantastic. She's one of my very close friends. Sam is also equally as fantastic. Definitely go follow her, because like if you like my snark, you'll like her snark for sure. But the girl that Sam was reacting to, I went and lurked like all of her social media profiles and stuff, looking to see like what kind of person this lady is. And again, like I said earlier, in the grand scheme of things, she's kind of harmless. Like all of her content, everything she posts is just kind of like makeup tutorials and goofy little things that are harmless. And when I say harmless, I mean harmless outside of the scope of MLMs aren't harmless, but like she's not the worst ever. However, the woman that Erin was reacting to, this is a lady named Cleita colson-eyre. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but Cleita. And I'm like, I've never heard that name in my life. Is that like the female version of Cletus? Like, no offense to any Cleitas out there who may or may not be watching my videos, but Cleita? Cleita's kind of a monster, and I'm about to show you why. On October 13th, 2025, Cleita decided to post this, get this thing going, and before I show it to you, please recognize that you might look at this and be like, what's the big deal? Like, what are you talking about? I will explain it to you. But this is disgusting, and I just need you to see it. Cleita posted October 13th, 2025, my unit, an unit, I guess is what they call their teams in Mary Kay now? Like, since when? Because this Emily girl calls them units too. I'm like, okay. Yeah, because like, does the word team now have negative connotations at this point? So now you guys are calling them units? Or have they always done that? I don't know. Yeah, the thing about Mary Kay is that the criticism against Mary Kay has been around for a very long time. There's a website called Pink Truth. Anything and everything that Mary Kay has ever done that was shitty, it's on pinktruth.com. Absolutely check it out. I highly recommend it if you want more information on why Mary Kay is trash. Anyway, my unit and I are working with the Cancer Center here in Valdosta, I don't know if I'm saying that right, to give as many chemo care kits as we can this month. I will match all donations to this worthy cause during the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please pass on to your friends and or businesses. We have done this in the past and blessed so many people. We all know people who are or have been affected by cancer. Thank you in advance for your donation. Message me on Facebook or text me. Obviously, I'm gonna blur those out. But here's the picture she attached with it. Chemo care kits. Mary Kay hydrating lotion, white tea, and citrus satin lips. The perfect duo to combat skin dryness common with chemotherapy treatments. So basically, this is what I'm understanding. If you donate $32 to Cleita, she will then put together a chemo care package of one of these lotions and one of these lip balms, and then bring it to a cancer center and give it to a cancer patient. Great. She also says here, you know, if you really want to donate and go crazy here and do the best you can, you could donate 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 30 care kits if you want. Here are the numbers. Donate them to me. And then she's like, okay, and then if you buy one, I'll also buy another one and whatever. Now, you may be looking at this and be like, what's the big deal, Savannah? Well, I will tell you what the big deal is, because this is not something that Cleita and her unit are doing out of the goodness of their hearts. There are ulterior motives here. And what is that? Oh, I don't know. To get sales. They're doing this to benefit themselves under the disguise of, we're just wanting to help poor cancer patients. Really? Okay, so if you really wanted to help cancer patients, there's probably other ways and better ways to do that. Donate to your local cancer treatment center. Like, donate to organizations that support breast cancer survivors or whatever other kinds of cancers. There's so many organizations you could donate to. If you really wanted to make a sincere, generous, and significant difference in the lives of people who are going through chemotherapy, this isn't the way to do it. Why? Because I guarantee, now I have no proof of this, but I would be willing to bet money on this. She's putting these bags together, puts one lotion in, one lip balm in, and then, you know what else she's putting in? Her business card. I guarantee she put her fucking business card in every single one of those bags. And why? It's because her intention is not to just do this out of the goodness of her heart. Her intention is to be like, hey, this lotion is really great. Hey, this lip balm, really great. I see that chemotherapy has really dried your skin out. Here's some really great things that can help you. Also, if you really like it, here's my card. You can buy some for yourself. Do not listen to these people when they say, because they would hear me say this and they would be like, no, oh my gosh, that is just such bad faith of you to say that. Bitch, seriously? Don't even try that shit with me, because I know exactly what you're doing here? Now, Mary Kay specifically is one of those companies that is very well known to participate in like bridal expos. But you know what? Actually, oh my gosh, I am now remembering too, this is totally off the top of my head just now. When I used to be a dog groomer, one day I was working and this woman came in with a big basket of Mary Kay stuff. She wasn't coming in to get her dog groomed. No. She was going around to all the local businesses and she was basically like, I'm trying to like do this giveaway. If I just put this little basket of Mary Kay goodies here and then this little entry form in a box, if you can get people to just like sign up for the giveaway to win this basket of Mary Kay goodies, then I don't remember what her offer was. It was basically just like, can I like run a raffle? I remember like seeing this, I like pulled my manager to the back and I'm like, no, absolutely not. This is a multi-level marketing company. I'm like, we cannot do this. We cannot be doing this. But what they do is that, so they'll disguise this giveaway, whether in a dog grooming salon or at a bridal expo, they'll go, oh, win a free facial, like a pampering session or something. Here's like the sign up, just like fill out your information, put it in this box, and then we'll draw a winner. But guess what? Every single person who puts their name in that box is a winner, and they will text every single person and say, congratulations, you won. Hey, when do you want to come get your free facial? It's not a free facial. They invite you like to their house and then they like put shit on your face and they go, don't you like this? Here's my business card. Do you want to buy any of this shit? They're not estheticians. I don't know. Maybe some Mary Kay people out there have their license in esthetician shit, but most of these people doing it do not. I'm pretty sure there might even be some legal things here and there, like you have to be licensed to like touch people's faces. Like with Monat has like done things like that where they do like hair washing parties and it's like you cannot be like applying things to people's head if you don't have a license to practice hair. Like there's some kind of, I don't know the details, but it's the same thing with this Mary Kay situation. You're not giving people a free facial. You're inviting someone over to your house so you can like put moisturizer on their face and then be like, do you like this moisturizer? Do you want to buy it? Here you go. It's like, that is what this is. And it goes back to these chemo care kits. That's what they're doing here, except it's at the expense of people going through chemotherapy. It is up and it pisses me off anytime we see people do this. And this isn't the first time we've seen people do this. I'm sure I've seen Mary Kay do this, but I feel like other companies have done this before too. Maybe even Monat, because you know, people who do chemotherapy, they'll lose their hair a lot of times. So yeah, like there are multi-level marketing companies that are regularly doing stuff like this, disguised as, look at, we're such good people. No, what you're doing is you are exploiting somebody's medical trauma in the hopes that you'll get some sales out of them. It's just disgusting. I hate these people. And yeah, needless to say, I hate Cleita. I hate Cleita. Wow, Savannah, hate is such a strong word. Nah. That people who exploit cancer patients, I hate them. Anyway, here's a picture of Cleita with 4 boxes worth of lotions and lip balms. Her goal was 150 and here they are dropping them off where they ended up donating 111. Oh, didn't reach your goal. Darn. Let me just read this. Holy shit. What an honor to be able to donate 111 chemo care kits to the Perlman Cancer Center at SGMC in Valdosta today, or Valdosta, whatever the fuck. I pray that the 111 people who receive them feel blessed, a little pampered, and know that we care and they count. Yeah, they count. You'll be counting the dollars that they're giving to you to buy your fucking lotion and lip balm, Cleita. Oh my God. Prayers for oh yeah, let's just bring God into this. Yeah. Good idea. The God who runs everything, who created the world and is just letting his people that he loves so much suffer from cancer. Yeah, pray for them. God couldn't prevent this from happening, of course. No, he couldn't do that, so it just, you know, they just need prayers. Oh, I hate these people! Oh, they just gross me out. Anyway, prayers for healing for all of those going through chemo and radiation, XOXO. And then she thanks these people for also donating with me. Thanks to all of you who donated as well. I certainly appreciate it, and I know the recipients will as well. Well, I think if the recipients knew what your intentions were with this and why you decided you were going to do this in the first place, they probably wouldn't appreciate it very much. You're literally trying to sell lotion and lip balm to them. Get the out of here. And then what? Oh, okay. Hey, you like this lotion? You like this lip balm? Oh, guess what? We also sell all this makeup and we sell whatever everything else Mary Kay sells. Skincare, all their skincare things. Don't you want to try this? Don't you want to try this? Here's a moisturizer for your face. Now, I know I only gave you a moisturizer for your hands. I gave you lotion, but what about, oh, that chemo really made your face dry? This is the last thing that, like, people with cancer are going to be thinking of. Also, I've never used Mary Kay's moisturizer, and I will be the first to tell you that I don't necessarily think that every multi-level marketing company has bad products. Mary Kay also, it's been around for so long. I'm sure their products are fine. However, with multi-level marketing companies, we also know that their products are severely overpriced for what you actually get. And the reason for that is that they have to pay out bonuses and commissions to their sales force, aka their distributors. If you get to a certain rank in Mary Kay, you get a pink Cadillac, which freaking sucks because, like, I always thought that the Mary Kay Cadillacs were actually really cute. I like that shade of pink so much. Like, I would get a car that color also. However, Mary Kay ruined that shit. I mean, my point stands here. If you are a Mary Kay distributor and you make it to a certain rank, Mary Kay is paying your car note. You know, how else are they going to pay for that? And of course, the CEOs and the corporate staff and all those, like, those people need to be making money. The CEO in Mary Kay is most certainly making a lot of money from this, so you got to pay out your corporate team, your sales force. You got to pay out their bonuses. They probably, I know they do a lot of events and stuff, like, they got to pay for all that. Multi-level marketing companies have very expensive products for this reason. They are not worth what you pay for them in most cases. If you are someone who is suffering from cancer and is going through chemotherapy and you're noticing some dryness in your skin and stuff like that, I would be willing to bet money that there are many other products that you can use that are probably around the same price as Mary Kay, but significantly better with their ingredients and, you know, a higher quality product, because those companies don't have that middleman, that distributor middleman. It's just obvious. I don't even know why I'm sitting here describing it to you. I think you know what I mean. Like, anyway, by the way, this is not alcohol, even though it's in a corsicle. It's an energy drink. Yeah, so Cleita's a monster. Also, here's the other thing I found about Cleita. Oh my god, and we haven't even gotten into, like, the actual content that we're gonna, like, look over with them, but Cleita also runs a Facebook marketplace business, I guess, if you will call it that. I guess I wouldn't call it a business. She's just selling a lot of her shit. Some of the shit that Cleita is selling includes an entertainment center, a laptop, plus a bag and a case, an iPhone 8, plus cases and screen covers, an Apple Watch, a twin-size mattress, lawn chair cushions, a $1,500 sink for whatever fucking reason, an old piece of shit radio, a range hood, lampshades, home decor, shoes, purses, watches, jewelry, and a buttload of clothes. Why are you selling all this, girly pop? Are you just, like, not making enough money with your Mary Kay biz? Like, is this some kind of desperation where you're just selling all of your possessions because you can't pay for anything? Because, I don't know, when you are in a multi-level marketing company, it's very hard to get to the top 1%, and even if you are in the top 1%, it's probably not enough to pay your bills most of the time. So yeah, it just sounds like Cleita must not be doing very well. I was texting Erin while I was, like, going through all these, so let me make sure I got everything. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting to tell you how much of a monster she is. Oh, the only other thing I sent to Erin is that I said, at least she's not a flat earther, which, I don't know, maybe she is, and she just, like, really likes this decoration, but she made a Facebook post of her holding a globe and said, I've been looking for a globe and I found this at an antique store. Congratulations. You really thought this was worthy of a Facebook post? Okay, at least she's not a flat earther. That's all I have to say. She's a religious nut. If I had to guess, she's probably a maggot. Most of these multi-level marketing people are. I'll do a quick search on her Facebook. Oh! She went to a Trump rally, guys. Oh, shit. Merry Christmas, Mr. President and First Lady Trump. Thank you for bringing God and Jesus Christ into the White House. Really? It's just crazy because, like, the president before the one we have now, which, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan of him either, I'll just say, but he was, like, a very devout, lifelong Catholic, and then she has the nerve to be like, oh, now we have, you know, God back in the White House. Shut the f*** up. These people are so stupid. If that just goes to show what kind of person she is. She's got pictures in a MAGA hat. Like, it's just a sick I know, I'm not just pissing Cleita off here today. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are just equally as pissed off at the other things I've been saying. I don't fucking care. Anyway, so like I was saying, Erin did re-upload the video. She had her editor, like, censor out this woman's face, and they chopped it up a little bit so that YouTube's copyright detection couldn't detect it here. In her re-upload, she did a new introduction where she's being snarky about having this copyright takedown situation going. So definitely go watch that and go show Erin some love and support. I do think it's very funny because, and Erin like messaged me when this happened and I was telling her like, no, this is what you have to do. Like you have to re-upload it, make sure the audience knows that they're trying to silence you, because when that happens, it's the Streisand effect, right? You uploaded a video, maybe it got the normal amount of views it normally gets, but then it gets taken down. You re-upload it to be like, hey, this video got taken down because this person doesn't want you to hear this. And guess what that does? That brings more eyes to the situation, which I find hilarious. Yeah, because already it's been 4 days since she uploaded the re-upload, and it already has more views than most of her regular content in only 4 days. So it's like, hey, great job, Cleita. What I do want to do next is I want to watch through Cleita's video, because I'll tell you what, I did start watching through it when Erin re-uploaded her video, and I was like, wow, it's no wonder this lady doesn't want people to see this video, because it's bad. So yeah, now we're gonna get into the reaction content here. This video was called Get Off to a Great Start with Mary Kay. It was uploaded to Cleita's YouTube channel, and it has since been taken down. So she copyright striked Erin and then took the video down. She might have unlisted it or something, but Erin didn't have the link to it anymore, so I can't really see if that link still works and like brings you to an unlisted video, or if she just took it down completely. I don't know. If she did take it down completely, then it definitely won't get brought up in YouTube's content detection system here. But yeah, I'm gonna watch through it. It's 28 minutes long. Actually, I'm going to speed it up a little bit, not only because of copyright stuff, but because I'm not gonna show you guys all of this video. I usually don't these days with multi-level marketing distributors doing this shit because a lot of it can be boring. A lot of it is like hyping up stuff that doesn't deserve to be hyped up, and I don't want to platform that on my channel. But she does say some wild things, and the wild things that she's gonna say, I want to talk about it. Also, she calls her team, her unit, Cleita's cheetahs. Even though she has a cow in the background here and another cow here, and she's wearing bees. Oh, that's a Mary Kay thing. Oh my god. Oh. I'm getting like triggered with my coverage that I've personally done on Mary Kay. Like the bee thing, you've all heard it. It's like how bumblebees, physically they shouldn't be able to fly, but they don't know that they're not supposed to be able to fly, so they just do it anyway. You are a bee. You don't know what your potential is, but you can fly. You can fly if you believe in yourself. Yeah, that's a big Mary Kay thing, and I think that's probably why she's wearing bee earrings. Oh my god. All right, let's listen to what this cancer patient exploiting woman who loves Donald Trump. Oh yeah, that's interesting, huh? She supports a president who cut cancer funding to children. Wow. Great job, Cleita. Anyway, here we go.
Well, hello, my name is Cleita, colson-eyre. I am your new Mary Kay sales director. You're new, I'm not new. I've actually been in the company for over 40 years, if you can believe it.
Oh, I can believe it. Mary Kay has been around for a long time. I actually have a video reacting to, I'll link it down below. It's an interesting watch, and I feel like not enough people watched it. It's from a few years ago, but I was reacting to, it was an old video from, I think, the 70s, like a recruitment video made of Mary Kay, and it is fascinating. It is so old. Mary Kay has been around for so long. The actual Mary Kay died in like the early 2000s, so I'm sure the CEO and whoever's running Mary Kay now is probably in the family, you know. Let me see. Ryan Rogers? Oh god, this is awful. He was appointed as the CEO in 2023. It's a family-owned company. May I just point out that he is indeed a man. Mary Kay was specifically one of the earlier MLM companies that was founded because when the company was founded, women pretty much weren't in the workplace. I mean, here and there they were, but it was still a very, like, women weren't allowed to have their own bank accounts in the 60s, you know? Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the 1960s when Mary Kay started. Yeah, women couldn't have their own bank accounts. They couldn't take out loans. Like, they were still very much kept in the home as, you know, stay-at-home moms and wives and stuff. Mary Kay kind of presented itself as a way for women to contribute to making money for the household. It's not like women didn't work, but like, you know what I mean. Times were different back then. CEOs weren't women. Corporate jobs weren't done by women. So it was just a very different time. And that was the point of Mary Kay, really. That's why it was founded in the first place. So I do find it interesting that a company that's made, it was founded by a woman, yes, Mary Kay. Mary Kay Ash, I believe is her name. And yeah, she did start this and run this as a way for women to make money. Interesting that their CEO today is a man. Come on, if you're really all about women empowerment, how hard is it to get a woman on board, dude? Also, I was laughing earlier because if you go to his Mary Kay profile or whatever, right under his picture, it's like favorite Mary Kay Ash quote, and it just says, "You can do it." Yeah, because Mary Kay is definitely the first person who said that, and the only person who's ever said it. That is directly attributed to Mary Kay Ash. Great job. It's so stupid. Hey, what's your favorite Mary Kay quote? I don't know. I guess. Did she ever say that you can do it? Oh, yeah, I'm sure she did, Ryan. Then that. So stupid. Anyway. Oh, okay, yeah, he is somehow involved in the family. He was the vice president of the Mary Kay Ash Foundation Board of Directors, and the foundation was created by his grandmother in 1996. So, yep, it's all in the family. Somehow they want us to believe that they don't have women in their family to be the CEO. I mean, there are other women on the leadership board, but they're not the chairman or the CEO. Too many men on here for my liking.
And so I really wanted to come on here just to welcome you into our unit. Since my name is Cleita, we like cheetah print. As you can see, Cleita's cheetahs, you see it behind me, and we named our unit that. You know, cheetahs, they're the fastest running animal in the jungle.
I don't think cheetahs live in the jungle. I'm pretty sure they live in like deserty plains and like savannas and stuff in Africa and shit, don't they? Cheetahs don't live in a jungle. If you're gonna if you have like signage, Cleita's cheetahs, she doesn't even know where cheetahs naturally live. I'm gonna Google it. Do cheetahs live in the jungle? No, cheetahs do not. You come to this channel for your daily animal facts, right? Because I got them right on the top of my head. What did I say? They are specifically adapted for open, dry environments such as savannas, grasslands, and semi-deserts in sub-Saharan Africa, where they can use their speed to hunt. Not a f***ing jungle! Cheetahs don't deserve this kind of slander and defamation.
Our highest being at this present day.
People are gonna say I'm being too mean, and they probably have already said that. These comments have probably already came in saying that I'm too mean, but I'm sorry, this is constructive criticism and this is relevant because she sells makeup and beauty products. Ma'am, you've been doing this for almost 40 years and you can't blend your f***ing eyeshadow? Savannah, you're being too mean. Oh my god, why are you talking about the way she looks? It's relevant because she sells this shit and she's not good at it. She hasn't been good at it with 40 years of practice.
We have about 250 ladies in our unit.
A team of 250 people actually really isn't that much in the terms of like multi-level marketing. Because like some of the biggest and most successful teams in the industry have like thousands of people. So, you know, maybe that's why she's selling all of her worldly possessions, because 250 people on your team, yeah, you're making money, but I don't think you're living off of it, huh? Especially with these gas prices. You should talk to your president about that.
First of all, let me just say that Mary Kay's recently changed up a bunch of stuff. Change is always hard.
I wonder why that could be. Couldn't be because the entire MLM industry is just absolutely crumbling. Actually, I'm saying this now as this morning one of you guys sent me a message of another MLM that closed. I had never heard of it. I think it was called Sip something, but apparently that one closed today as I'm filming this. So yeah, and I feel like a couple weeks ago there was another one I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of it either, but yeah, they're just dropping like flies. So Mary Kay is switching stuff up. I don't know anything about that. It'd be really interesting to look into it, maybe for another time. I'm not gonna do that now, but I wonder why Mary Kay switched some stuff up. Is that switch up why you're not making as much money now, Cleita? Where you're feeling like you have to sell your laptop and your iPhone and stuff?
So in Mary Kay, you can earn from 30 to 50% profit on everything you sell. Of course, 50% commission is better than 30%, right? If you sell $100, you'd rather make $50 than $30. So we're going to focus more on the 50%.
You start out at a base of 30% commission, but to get to that 50% commission, I don't know exactly what the terms are in Mary Kay. I just know that this is how it works in every MLM that does this shit. In order to get up to that 50% commission, you have to sell a certain amount. And guess what? Not only do people not want to buy from multi-level marketing companies anymore, so it's definitely going to be a hard sell in order to get any sales whatsoever, but usually it's like we're talking like $1,000, $2,500 in like a month in order to qualify for a 50% paycheck instead of 30. She's sitting here basically saying like, we're not going to focus on the thing that 99% of you guys are going to be doing. We're going to focus on basically like brainwashing you to believe that you can get to this super easily. And And guess what? Like, the other thing is too, is that let's say Mary Kay's threshold to get that 50% commission, let's say it's $1,000. It's probably more than that, but let's say it's $1,000 in a month. And you just so happen to be so lucky that you sold $850 in that month, which is more than most people can ever possibly do. Well, if I just place an order of $150 for myself, then that'll get me to that 50% commission. You're spending $150 of your own money just to get a little bit more in commission. Don't sit here and tell me that no one does that. I know people do that. People bonus buy all the time. That's literally, like, there's a name for it. It's called bonus buying. That's pretty much what this kind of language is going to lead people to do. This is like an introductory for someone who supposedly is newly recruited onto her team. This is supposed to be some kind of like introduction, and all of the things that she's saying, like she's gonna be spitting out numbers and statistics and shit, they're not even gonna apply to these new people because like they're not at that 50% commission, and for the most part they probably never will be. So we're already off on a really terrible start here.
No, as the backup, you can always do the 30. Okay. So you've signed your agreement, you're already in.com. That is our consultant website. That's where you'll go to place your wholesale orders with Mary Kay. That's where you'll go to look for education, for graphics, for all things Mary Kay.
So now ask yourself, why would somebody need to place a wholesale order? You're working for a multi-level marketing company that supposedly, I'm sure that while you were joining, they probably told you, no, you don't need to keep an inventory. You have your own replicated website. People can just go and order and then you get commission, and that's just how it works. Then why would someone need to be buying wholesale products? Oh, that's right. It's because part of the Mary Kay business plan that still to this day, even after all the COVID shit, Mary Kay still operates largely on like a home party business. Like I was telling you earlier, like the facial situation. They do the free facial parties or whatever. They do in-home events. And so, of course, is it necessary that you have product on hand? No. Is your upline going to convince you that you probably should have a good stock of inventory on hand so that, when you're out and about doing events and throwing parties and stuff, you're gonna be able to sell stuff right away? Yeah. Don't sit here and tell me that's not happening. We know it's happening. Guess why your upline would tell you that? Because when you place a wholesale order, your upline is getting a percentage of every single thing you order. Even if they're like, oh, well, it's wholesale. Yeah, you're just gonna sell them to your customers in person for a profit. Yeah, you're gonna make your money back. I wonder why it is that so many multi-level marketing distributors end up having a garage full of shit they can't sell. Yeah, Mary Kay is one of those companies that is kind of notorious for this shit. And it's simply because uplines like Cleita here make money like a percentage of every order you place personally and for wholesale inventory orders. They want you to order as much of this shit as possible because the more you order, the more they get paid. The more Cleita here is gonna make money off of you. In order to be successful in a multi-level marketing company, you have to be really good at presenting things in a dishonest way. Take the chemo kit thing. We're just trying to help people with cancer. Okay, well the truth is you're doing it with the intention of making more money for yourself. Here we go with the wholesale. Oh, well, I mean, you buy it for a discount and then you sell it for full price and you make your money back. Easy, so easy. Cleita doesn't care if you actually sell what you order in wholesale volume or not. She already got paid. You placed the order, she got paid. She doesn't care if you sell it. She already got her money. It's already in her wallet, baby, and now you're out. You better hope that you can find someone to take that wholesale inventory off your hands, because otherwise it's just gonna sit in your garage and go bad, and then no one can buy it. Makeup and skincare has an expiration date. So what happens if you buy a bunch of it and can't sell it and then it expires? Then you're definitely SOL.
Let me get out this brochure so you can kind of see it with me.
Oh, good, a brochure.
I'm gonna share my screen with you. There is a gift for you as a brand new consultant if your very first order with Mary Kay, your very first one. So before a My Shop order or someone's order from you, your very first inventory order is $600 or more wholesale. That's $1,200 retail, 50%. You're going to get this. It's a $142 gift.
First order. In order to get a lipstick, a lip gloss, a lip liner, eyeliner, mascara, and I guess like some blush and contour and stuff, in order to get those, you have to spend $600 of your own dollars in an inventory order. And you have 15 days to do that. You're jumping right in, building up that inventory that you may or may not even sell. $600 in your first 2 weeks. I don't even know what it costs to become a new Mary Kay distributor in the first place. Like, what does it cost to sign up? What does it cost to join? Let's see. $35. Okay, I'll give them that. $35 to start your own business. Yeah, that is actually not bad. That compared to other MLMs, a lot of them are like, hey, it's only like $250, $500. Like Mary Kay, apparently you can sign up for $35 or whatever the it was. That's not bad. The problem is, like, that's how they're gonna get you in. They're gonna go, oh, it's like $35. What? That's like a week's worth of coffee. Just don't go to Starbucks for a week and then you can, whatever the they always say. Yeah, they make it sound like, oh yeah, you can start your own business for $35 or whatever the number was. But then when you get in, then you're getting this brochure and it's like, spend $600. Here, well, you're gonna need product to sell, so $600 please, money please. It's like immediately you get in there and they're like, oh, hey, you're definitely going to want to start giving us more money. I know you just gave us $35 to sign up. We're gonna need like another $600. How's that sound? It's a trap and it's a scam, in my opinion. I personally believe that every multi-level marketing company is a scam. Mary Kay specifically, they appear to get you in with the hook of $35 to start your own business. That's what you're expecting that you're gonna have to spend, and then suddenly you're gonna start making all this money. And then you get in and they're like, well, you gotta buy inventory. Please. Like, it's so obvious. Like, the definition of a scam is when you believe something is one thing, and then when you actually get it, it's not what you thought it was at all. So yeah, if you're being told start your own business for $35 and you get in and they're like, we're gonna need also the rest of these hundreds of dollars from you, then yeah, it's a scam.
You could treat this to yourself and use it. And that could be your look so that when you're out doing Mary Kay, you have Mary Kay on your face. That is important to wear what you sell.
Precisely. See, that's another thing is that in MLMs, they're not going to tell you this while they're trying to recruit you, but once they do recruit you, then they're going to tell you, you got to be a product of the product. What did she just say? She's like, hey, if you do this first wholesale order of $600, you're gonna get a whole face of makeup. I mean, there's no foundation or concealer or anything there. Do you get to pick the colors and the shades of all these? I don't know. Either way, what did she just say? She said, it's really important. You're gonna go out and you're gonna be talking about Mary Kay, and it's gonna be really great if you have it on your face already. What's that? It's called being a product of the product. You have to embody Mary Kay. You have to use the products yourself, because who's going to want to buy products from someone who doesn't use the products themselves? It's like sales 101.
So there is a little worksheet that you can fill out that kind of guides you of how much inventory you would need according to the goals you have in Mary Kay. People come in with different goals. Some people come in and say, hey, I just want to make a little money.
No, I hate this talking point so much. Some people just want to join and only make a little bit. No, they don't. They joined seeing you showing everyone your Cadillac, showing everyone going to these events and wearing expensive blazers and dresses and like living this lifestyle where you can quit your job. This is my full-time job. I get to help women feel beautiful and sell products that I love. That's my job. And you can do it too. That's how they bring you in. That's what they're expecting. No one is sitting there being like, okay, yeah, I'll give you my money and I'll start this business, but I mean, I really only want to make $100. Fucking bullshit, man. These people join because they think that they're gonna like easily be able to get up there real fast, start recruiting all their friends and family, because you know that's the ethical thing to do to people you love in your life. I'll be super successful right away. I'll be able to quit the corporate job that I hate, and I'll be able to just sit on my butt and do what this lady does. I'll get to be like Cleita. If you are presented with the opportunity to make a significant amount of money or a little bit of money, if you had the choice, every single person's gonna choose. Like, if you put a stack of $100 in front of someone and then a stack of $1,000 and say, pick one, doesn't matter, just whatever one you want, they're gonna pick the 1,000 every time. You know why? Because not only can no one afford anything right now, and it's just like, I just need whatever money I can get at this point. I need whatever help I can get, which is another sales point. Join my multi-level marketing company, and it'll just be a side hustle, and you can buy your groceries. It's such bullshit to be like, some people only want to be able to buy gas for their car. No, they don't. If you are giving them an opportunity right in front of their face to make enough to put gas in their car and get groceries, they're gonna want to do that instead of being able to pay for gas. What about pay their mortgage? You mean if I had a choice to either fill up my gas tank or pay my mortgage, and I get to just choose? I'm gonna choose my mortgage. Like, it's just, oh my God. It's so insincere. It's so dishonest. And let me just reiterate, I don't like Cleita. As a matter of fact, I hate her. And the more words that come out of her f***ing pie hole, I hate her more.
I did this on the side just to make an extra $1,500 a week.
Just to make $1,500 a week. That's fucking $6,000 a month. That is a normal, that's a decent paying job in today's economy. I just wanted to make $1,500 a week. Okay, hey, that's really out of touch for you to say. If she were to say $1,500 a month, I'd be like, okay, that's an achievable goal. But to immediately jump in and be like, all I want to do is make $6,000 a month doing this. Stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Are you serious? Oh my God. But again, she's basically just reiterating exactly what I just said. She's like, well, at first I just thought I didn't want to make a lot, but now I make a lot more. And you can do it too. It's like, that's the same thing. That's the same freaking thing. You're sitting here and putting expectations in front of people. It's like, well, you might think that you're only going to make this much money, but look at me. I thought I was only gonna make blah, 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 and now I'm making blah, blah, blah. Unrealistic expectations, you're being predatory, and I don't like it.
And then later I saw the income potential, and that's when I ended up going full-time in Mary Kay.
Ain't no fucking way she didn't see the earning potential until after she was already in. Whoever recruited you 40 years ago, ma'am, I'm sure the opportunity was presented like, hey, girly pop, this can be your job. And she took it and she ran with it. Hey, good for you, Cleita. You did it. You made a job out of this. And now your job is trying to convince other women that they can do the same thing you did, when really you are the top 1%. The rest of them can't do what you're doing. So shut up.
How much do you want to earn a month? And you might say, well, why wouldn't everybody put $1,200? Some people really come in and they're like, I'm just trying to make a little bit extra.
Ain't no way. No, you're a liar. Even if they say that shit, in the back of their mind, they're like, yeah, Cleita, I only want to make $1,200 a month. But really, truly, they're hoping that they're going to be the top 1% just like you, because you are presenting the opportunity to them like, hey, if I can do it, so can you. Look at me. I did it. You can do it too. And plus, after 40 years in this business, you only have a team of 250 people over the course of 40 years? Damn, Cleita. What a bummer. Cleita's cheetahs aren't running very fast. They're actually kind of sluggish, if you ask me. She should rename her unit to Cleita's slugs. Cleita's sloths. Takes 40 years to get a team of 250 people. Oh, I'm sorry, a unit.
Okay, you're going to look at the selling appointments. How much do you want to work your business? Do you want to do 3 a week? 1 or 2 a week? 2 or 3 a week? 2 or 3 a month, or 1 a month.
So these selling appointments, this is what I was talking to you about before, is what I was saying. They disguise it as, you want a facial, you want a raffle for whatever. You went to a bridal expo and put your information in for a giveaway? Congratulations, you won. Yeah, maybe you can convince someone to throw a party for you, and that would be one of these selling appointments that they're showing here. But in my experience, and from what I've seen, most of these selling appointments come from you disguising this recruitment as, hey, free facial. Yeah, you're not obligated to buy anything from these people, but guess what? That's their intention with you, and they're going to try. And if they're lucky, maybe they can get you to sign up, and then you're on their team, and then they make money off of you indefinitely until you quit, because inevitably you're gonna quit. 99% of people do, because they don't make any money. But let's keep going here. I'm just looking at this page. I'm already seeing at the bottom, add up your points, and then at the bottom here, it's like, hey, if you want to make $1,200 a month, you need to be purchasing $3,600 in wholesale every month. If that's what you want, if you want $1,200 a month, you have to buy all this wholesale. Not only that, you have to sell the wholesale also. It's not enough to just buy a bunch of inventory. Now you gotta find people to sell it to. It's just so misleading and manipulative. I fucking hate it.
How much time are you willing to put into your Mary Kay business? Obviously, the more time you put in, the more money you're going to make. When I started selling Mary Kay, my director said, you need to do a perfect start. And that was to book 8 parties with 3 to 6 people apiece, and hold 5 of them in my first 2 weeks of joining.
Most people can't do that. And hey, Cleita, good for you if you could. She probably just went to her church and was like, hey. People in churches are always willing to do this MLM bullshit because they're already susceptible to falling into manipulation because they're already in one apocalyptic death cult. So might as well join another cult. Oh yeah, that's a word I haven't used to describe Mary Kay yet, but I do also think Mary Kay, out of all of the multi-level marketing companies out there, I think Mary Kay is one of the more culty ones. That's a whole different topic. Again, definitely go watch that video I made a few years ago I was talking about, where I was watching that 1970s old Mary Kay recruitment video. Shit hasn't changed since then. As a matter of fact, it's only gotten worse. It is very culty. I don't think I've covered it personally, but I think a lot of other anti-MLM YouTubers have covered the cult aspects of Mary Kay specifically. It's a lot.
And I ended up selling 400 my first week.
400 your first week 40 years ago, that's an unbelievable amount. Like, adjust that for inflation. I wouldn't even believe it if someone told me that in today's dollars, you know? Oh, I sold $400 in my first week or first month or whatever it was she just said. I already forgot. ADHD. That seems really unbelievable to me, but whatever. If I'm to take her word for it, it's like, damn, you either have a very loyal church congregation that you could get to come to all of your parties, or you're a liar. It's one or the other.
That was 40 years ago, you guys. So my profit was $200. And for me, I felt rich. I'm like, I cannot even believe it.
The buying power of $200 40 years ago could do a lot more than you could do with it today. Yeah, that's why I'm saying this is kind of unbelievable.
I can't believe it. And then
yeah, I can't believe it
three
either.
more parties. So I did my perfect start. It's the best thing that I could ever done is follow her direction and do it while I was scared.
Do it scared.
You just get out there and let people try it. You squirt in the little tubes, let them try the product and see if they'd like to purchase it. The product is so good, it makes it easy to sell.
The other thing too, and sorry I'm pausing it so much, I just have so many things to say. The makeup industry is much more developed today than it was 40 to 60 years ago. And I think that's why Avon was so successful. Even though it wasn't an MLM when it was started, it was just a direct sales company. But I think that's why Avon was so successful, because they were going door to door and being like, hey, you want some makeup? Because the makeup industry now, it's like, there's so many options, so many great companies, so many not so great companies. For her to be like, oh, the products are so good, they're easy to sell. 40 years ago, maybe, yeah, I'm sure, because the products that people were buying, like, there were significantly less of them and they were not as like obtainable. And it's not like you could go online and order from your favorite company, you know, because they didn't have internet back then. Things are just a lot different. So like, yeah, I would say that back when Cleita started her Mary Kay biz, yeah, maybe the products were easier to sell. But today, I think most people who use makeup and like, you know, personal beauty products and stuff, I think most of us have found products that we like. We're not really willing to change. Like, once you find something you like, you're like, this is what I'm getting for the rest of forever. Especially with like, if you're approached with not only overpriced beauty products, but overpriced beauty products from a multi-level marketing company, people aren't willing to splurge on that the way they used to.
So you can do it either way. You can do it on Zoom where everyone's actually, you mailed them samples and they're trying the products with you, or you're instructing them how to use it.
Okay, yeah, that sample situation too, she just mentioned samples. I'm pretty sure with Mary Kay, because this is how it is with every other MLM, you gotta buy the samples. They don't just send you free samples and then you can just dish them out however you want. You either have to create the samples yourself, or maybe their back office will sell little samples that you can like just dish out, but you have to buy them. That's more of an expense to you.
Our success meetings are our unit meetings, and we do ours virtually because we have people all over the place. And we just have them on Monday nights, and we have success meetings we have a unit Bible study actually at 7 p.m. Eastern time at the time of this video.
You do a fucking Bible study in a multi-level marketing company? See, these are two things that shouldn't mix, but they always do. So many people in multi-level marketing company, like I would be willing to bet like 90% of people who join an MLM, any MLM, has some kind of religious motivation behind it, or they're at least like very outwardly religious people, and they use faith manipulation to get people to join them. Her being like, hey, by the way, girlies, my unit, my cheetahs, we also study the Bible once a week. What is that? That is faith manipulation for people who are like, I'm very devoted to God, and maybe I just don't have the sisterhood, like the biblical sisterhood that I want. I've never been in a Bible study group before. I've never blah, 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 whatever. That is an incentive for someone who has faith in God and sweet baby Jeebus. That's going to be a selling point for them. They're like, so I can start my own business and I also get to have like a group to study the Bible with? Like, that sounds fantastic. Can't say no to that. Only $35? Wow, I'm in. And then you get in and you're like, what do you mean I have to spend $3,600 on wholesale products a month? Anyway, success meetings. I'm sure a lot of them are done over Zoom now, but historically, especially before the internet, these people were getting together in person, having these meetings in person once a week. And you want to talk about like cult vibes and shit, like that'll do it. Now, she said that hers are virtual. Ain't that the way it goes these days? Like, everything's virtual, really. How hard is it to be like, yeah, I'll sit on a Zoom call for an hour every week, especially if you're into the Bible and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can definitely devote time to that because I love Jeebus.
And at 8 o'clock, we have what we call a boss babe call where we have training.
A boss babe call? Why is anyone still using the term boss babe? I thought that got like cringed out of existence at this point. Like the whole hashtag boss babe shit, like I thought that's like so 2015.
You're just going to take these points, add them up, and then you can look down here and it shows a little chart of based on your goals and what you said you're going to do about how much product you would need to get started with.
So 600 is the minimum that they say that you should use. And this is for the minimum amount of success. Mary Kay isn't just a little thing that you sign up for $35 one time and then you're done. No, no, no. You get in and suddenly it's like, what do you mean I have to spend hundreds of dollars on product a month?
This particular one starts at the $600 wholesale level and it goes up to the $3,600 wholesale level. I will tell you, when I start,
hold on, I want to make a prediction. She's gonna say you got to do 3,600 at least. 3,600 is the only way to be successful. She's going to sell that 3,600 bucks with all of the effort she has in her body. Why? Because I'd have to look at the compensation plan for Mary Kay specifically. You know what? It, I'm doing it. I need to know. This was 2022, I believe. So I admit this might be outdated. This is a 4-year-old document. She did also just say that like Mary Kay was changing up some things. So I am completely here to admit that this might be outdated information. It might not be the same. But as of 2022, independent sales directors, this says here you can earn either 4%, 9%, or 13% of personal team commission. Unit commission, which is your whole team, 9%, 13%, or 23%. 23%. Like, I mean, maybe I'm just misunderstanding this, but are you telling me that if you are like at the top of the top and you've gotten to all the thresholds and met all of the bullet points to get you to make the most amount of commission possible, are you telling me that this woman, if she was making the max, would be making 23% of everything her organization does? So let's just say this. And again, I could be completely wrong because Mary Kay's website doesn't have this. Not readily available anyway. I did scroll through it to look to see if they had like an actual PDF of the compensation plan. I didn't see it. So let's say, for example, if you are someone who this woman personally recruited and you spend that 3,600 bucks, you as one individual person, if she is at the top and making the most, let's multiply it, 13%. 13% of 3,600 is $468. And that's just off of one person on her team that she would have personally recruited, and she's making 13% off of everything they sell because she's hit whatever threshold she's supposed to. That's just one person. Needless to say, of course she wants you to spend at least $3,600 wholesale every single month, because if you do that, she makes $468 off of you and you spent $3,600 just because you're buying inventory. Great job. She doesn't want you to know that though. She doesn't want you to realize that that's why she's about to tell you that you need to go balls deep.
I started with a $600 order. Now y'all, that is a long time ago. And for me, that was a lot of money. It's more money than I ever had in my checking account. I was 23 years old. I'll tell you what motivated me to get inventory is I went and had a facial. And when I got done, I wanted to buy the skincare set and the foundation and some concealer. And she went into her back room and she brought up me a bag. And so while I was still excited about the product, I got to take it home. That night, I used my Mary Kay. That next morning, I used my Mary Kay. And I have been using Mary Kay since that day. Every single night and every single morning.
Could it possibly be because you knew that there was an income opportunity tied to it? Because that's a big motivating factor also. That's pretty much why most people join any MLM ever. It's not because the products are just so out there, like incredible. Mary Kay probably has decent products that, like I said, are probably a little bit overpriced here, but I'm not saying they're bad products. They probably have decent products. But if you tie the income opportunity to that, you're gonna get excited. That's why you're excited. You're not excited because you're like, yay, foundation. With multi-level marketing, or Mary Kay in particular here, that excitement comes from the prospect of making money off of it. You're not excited because someone gave you some lotion and lip balm in a chemo care kit. That's not exciting for them. What's exciting is once you say, hey, you like this? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to make some money? That's where the excitement comes from.
I myself am an impulse buyer. And just for me, had I had to wait, I might have talked myself out of spending the money to buy the product.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is, don't think, just do it. That's a really responsible way to live your life and spend your money.
For me, having that product on hand, when I started, I thought I want to have product on hand because when I do a facial, I want to be like my beauty consultant, go to my room, pull it out or go to my car if I brought it and hand it to her.
Right, because this person recruited you and you're like, wow, you're successful and you're making money. How do I do it? And they go, how are you going to do facials for people in your home or in their home if you don't have moisturizer? Like at this point today in 2026, like these people who are still pitching this shit this way, they must think we're all fucking stupid. We're not stupid, dude. We know what you're trying to do. You can play it off however you want. We know what's up now. Cards are all on the table.
When I started, I knew I wanted to get some product, but I didn't know where I was going to get the money. I don't want to get into too much of that, but I had a car that my parents had given me to drive in college, and I went and took that car title and went to the bank, got me a little loan.
Oh, really good idea. Yeah, in order to pay for your Mary Kay business, you should go get a title loan. The most fucking dangerous thing you could ever do with your money? Yeah, good advice, ma'am. Here's the thing, and this is another thing that I know about Mary Kay, is that Mary Kay itself actually has its own fucking credit cards. You sign up for Mary Kay and they'll go, oh, you can't afford to buy $600 of product this month? What do you mean you can't afford that? Oh, well, here's the solution. Here's a Mary Kay credit card. Ooh. Yeah, good idea. Just put yourself into some more debt, man. Great idea. Credit cards are very clearly the smart way to go. Let's just all open more credit cards.
And so I ran out of product my second week and I had to order some more. And I ended up ordering $2,400 my first quarter. Had I ordered at the beginning, I would have got more free.
So she's saying, yeah, I ordered thousands of dollars in this product 40 years ago. I should have done more. Like I was saying, this is what she's getting at. Spend as much as you possibly can. And why does she want you to do that? Because she's going to make money off of that. She's going to make 13% of whatever you fucking buy.
Some people have a credit card. Some people have maybe savings. They're like, I'm saving this to do something. Maybe I'll invest in my own business.
So people have been saving up for their whole lives. They have a savings account for, like emergencies and stuff. And your solution is, hey, dig into your life savings. Could you be any more irresponsible as a leader, as a human being? This is predatory. There is no guarantee you'll be successful. She's gonna have you open a credit card, purchase thousands of dollars worth of product to go sell that you're never gonna be able to sell, and then she's gonna profit off of it. And you're gonna be stuck holding the bag.
I've seen people take stuff in their house and sell it on Marketplace and have enough money to do their first inventory order.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that why you're selling all of your shit on Marketplace? Because you can't afford to buy your Mary Kay wholesale shit anymore? Please, Cleita, we know. You're the most transparently manipulative person I've seen in a long time.
So this is a chart of what you get free with your first order. When you come in with a $600 order or more, you're going to get $371 worth of free product from Mary Kay that you can sell and make 100%.
Well, that's the maximum bonus value there. That says maximum. She just said, if you order $600, you are going to get 300 whatever the in free product. And then she scrolled up and it's like, oh, well, that's the maximum you can get. So chances are you're gonna get less than that. My God. Oh, but if you want a star consultant prize, you have to order at least $1,800 worth of stuff. Got it. So, at the very least, they're gonna be pushing that because that's an incentive right there. I don't know what this shit means. Star consultant prize category? Like, what the does that mean? Oh, and you'll also receive the Miracles Happen book by Mary Kay Ash. Yeah, I'm sure that's... Actually, I would read it just for fun. I'm sure that's like the cultiest cult book in the MLM industry.
And of course, the 3,600 maxes out your bundles. If you're like, what's the maximum I can do to get the most free? It's a 3,600, and you get 6 bundles free. It's $1,301 in free product that when you sell it, you make $1,301. Okay, you get 100%. So what are the bundles? Let me show them to you. You have a choice when you check out. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I usually just get the most expensive one and then order other things with the rest of your money.
Of course she's going to say that. Of course she's going to say that. Oh, this is what I normally do. She wants you to do that too because, again, she's making probably 13% of all of this. She might not be as successful as I think she is. Maybe she's not making 13%. She might be making the 4% or whatever. But even then, that's still money in her pocket that she wants. And so if she can convince you to order the most expensive one, which she just was like, that's what I do. This is what you definitely want to do. She'll make more money. This is not her helping you. This is her helping herself under the disguise of, I just want you to be as successful as possible, which I guess is true because the more successful you are, or at least the more inventory you buy, the more money she's gonna make. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because once you order this, if you sell it or you don't sell it, doesn't matter. She gets her money up front because you already ordered it. Doesn't matter if you sell it or not.
Like I say, this one is the most valuable. So my recommendation would be get this one or this one, and then take the money that you would have bought that and buy something else with it, right? So those are the bundles that you get free, okay?
So she's basically saying you're gonna place your orders and you're gonna get these bundles for free. That's what the chart that she was just showing us before. And she's like, this is a value of 100 and whatever the dollars, because you can take all that and resell it for 100% if you want. So instead of just like saving that 100%, take it and invest it into more product. It's so transparent what she's doing, because she's sitting here being like, oh yeah, you place this order in your first 2 months, you get these free bundles, which is more stuff that you can sell for 100%, and so you get more money in your pocket. But hey, instead of having more money, just keep reinvesting it. I can't. Oh my god, she is so manipulative and disgusting. What a disgusting human. I can't.
I could not physically imagine in my mind how much product that is.
How do you physically imagine something? I don't think imagination, like, that's the thing. It's like, imagination isn't real. You can't physically touch something that you're imagining. Listen, I'm not good at speaking English either. It's my first and only language, and I fucking suck at it, but at least I didn't say physically imagine. I can't physically imagine something. It's not how imagination works.
This is a picture of a 1200. This one we kind of call family and friends, all right? And then this is a 600. And the 600 is really kind of more personal use.
So what you're saying is, yeah, the lowest one that you can go with is $600. That's your personal product. That's your, okay. So what that means is that this is you being a customer of Mary Kay, and this isn't actually you buying product. You're suggesting that this $600 wholesale, this first order you place, you're not even going to resell it. She's like, this is your personal use. Okay, so are we sales consultants of Mary Kay, or are we the customer? It's almost like the distributors are the customers. Ah!
Every time you order, it's going to accumulate. And when you get up to a $600 wholesale order again, every single time for the first 4 months, you can earn another product bonus, product bundle valued at $121 or above, or below rather, and up to 6 of them. So that's more free product. These are called the essential product bonuses.
Yeah, but in order to get that free product, you gotta spend a lot of money. And again, when you spend that money, she's making money. So it started out like the first 2 months, here's your fast start bonus basically. And then you keep scrolling, it's like in your first 4 months, you could even buy more. It's like, at what point do you go, dude, I just like joined Mary Kay at the $35 entry level here, and that's all I was expecting, and now you're telling me like thousands of dollars? This is like the definition of a scam. And of course, these people will argue and say, oh, well, it's not a scam because you're paying money and you're getting product. Like, it's not like we're just taking your money and running with it, but it's like, it's under false pretenses. Those false pretenses contribute to the definition of what a scam is, because most of these people are not getting into Mary Kay to be a customer, to fill their cabinets full of Mary Kay shit. That's not what they're getting into it for. They're getting into it because you probably convinced them that they can do all these great things. They can quit their job. They can get a free car. They can do all these things. That's why they join. It's like, oh, it's only $35 and that's my potential? Just for $35? Easy. Done. No, because it's not that easy. But they want you to think it's that easy so you'll get your foot in the door. Once your foot's in the door, then they start throwing these brochures at you. What do you mean I have to spend at least $600 a month for my first 4 months? That's $2,400. And that's the minimum that they're gonna tell you need to spend. Because of course you don't have to. See, that's the thing. You don't have to buy any of this. You are not required to. However, it is going to be pushed upon you very, very aggressively. Because if you don't do this, like, are you really dedicated to starting your own business?
Sometimes I doubt your commitment to Sparkle Motion.
You know that businesses have overhead costs. Okay, well, the person who recruited you is making money for you trying to start this business that you originally thought was only gonna cost you $35. Now all of a sudden you're thousands of dollars in the hole and you have a new credit card. What the
Let's say you have a cousin or a friend that you think she'd really be good too. I'd like to do this with her. Immediately, you don't have to wait. You can sign somebody up under you. And then what happens is when they order their first products and they become what we call Great Start Qualified, that's anyone that does a $600 wholesale order in your first 4 months, you're going to get a $50 cash bonus and 2, not 1, but 2 of these bundles free.
She has a team of, she said, 250 people. In her 40 years, she's probably recruited more than that. So she's gotten these in bundles multiple times. She's gotten all this product for free because she keeps recruiting people who then make these purchases based on her recommendations, based on what these brochures are saying. Are we getting the full picture here? Makes sense now, doesn't it? It makes sense why she's saying all the things she's saying and why she's doing the things she's doing. And not just Cleita here. This is everyone in every MLM ever. Same shit. Although what I will say is that this is a lot of shit. Like, Mary Kay is really like pulling out all the stops here, just being like, and if you spend this much, you get this, and hey, here's this incentive to do this and this and this, and it's like, oh my God, it's nonstop.
That's the inventory. I know that kind of sounds like it may be some confusing.
No, it's not confusing. It's crystal clear what you're doing here.
So if your cousin in California got on your website and places an order and it goes through your account, you will get the money be deposited into your account 50%. So if she orders $200, then $100 will go on your account. Pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, and so now at that point, you're roping all your friends and family into the scam too. Isn't that awesome? Not really. Like, when you care about people in your life and you love your friends and family and stuff, this is the last thing you're going to try to get them involved in.
And I want to tell you that there is a 90% guarantee back on products for Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. So if you decided, this helped me, I thought, well, what's the worst thing that could happen if I decide I don't want to do this anymore, or maybe I can't sell it. Let's say I thought that. I could return it to the company and they'll give me 90% of my money back.
After how much time? And also 90%, that's not 100%. You're still out. Like, if you buy $1,000 worth of shit, you're still out $100 if you return all the stuff you didn't sell. I don't know this for sure, but based on every other MLM I know about, you probably have to pay for the shipping to ship it back. And if you have thousands of dollars worth of products to ship back, this is going to be a pretty steep shipping cost. So have fun with that. It's really not as great as they make it sound. Like, you're still going to be out a lot of money. You get 90% of your money back. Is that until the products expire, or is that just like a 90-day thing, or is it like 6 months, like a year? What is it? I don't know. I'll Google it. Oh, within a year. So you try this for... But after a year, if you're spending thousands of dollars a month, that's a lot to ship back, to pay. I would assume you have to ship back. My animals are fighting downstairs. I don't fucking know. If you return any of the inventory that you bought, they automatically terminate your contract and you will no longer be a beauty consultant. So if you want to do this, you got to be sure that you don't want to be with Mary Kay anymore, which in that case, why even join in the fucking first place? If you're going to return product that you bought as a wholesale inventory order, they're like, we don't want you anymore. You're done. That's insane. You have to fill out 2 forms, and then the product repurchase department will notify your upline and tell them that you're returning the inventory. This is on Pink Truth, by the way. Also, they will deduct any commission chargebacks from your refund. You'll be legally responsible to pay back to Mary Kay any commissions received on products that your recruits later return. And that's why they tell your upline, they're like, hey, you got all this commission from this person that you recruited 6 months ago. We're gonna need you to return that. That's if you take advantage of the product repurchase option, you will not be able to be a consultant again. That's probably for the best, but however, that's still up. It's like, you returned stuff? We don't want anything to do with you. That's just another thing that I'm like, it's a fucking cult. Yeah, I don't know for sure. This doesn't mention shipping. The only thing it says is box everything up and ship it up via UPS or FedEx. And if you've got quite a bit of product, I recommend insuring it. Send the products to the address listed on the repurchase form. It doesn't say that they will reimburse you for any shipping charges. So there's that.
So after my first week, I thought, well, I can't lose any money if I quit at any time, right? So I want to mention that to you. That helped me not be nervous about it.
Right, but she's obviously going to try to get you not to do this repurchase thing. That's why they tell the upline. It's like the upline needs to know they need to start doing their work to make sure that their recruits don't return all that unsold product, because if they do, this woman would have to repay the company. They'd have to repay Mary Kay for all the commissions they made on you for all that shit you bought that you can't sell now. So yeah, of course they don't want to have to do that, and so they're going to be up your butt trying to make sure you don't do that.
We also do glass facials where we actually send samples out and everybody tries it.
Yeah, see, that's not a facial, that's just sampling products. That's not a facial. But yeah, that's basically what it is. If you win a facial from a Mary Kay consultant, that's what it is. They're like, here's some samples, let me put it on your face. How about you put this moisturizer on? That's not a facial.
You really can't hardly mess up. The worst thing you can do is put the wrong color on somebody. And guess what? We got cleanser to take it off and try a different color if that happens. I've done it. And so you can't, kill anybody by putting them the wrong color.
I mean, if they're allergic or something. Really, you shouldn't say that. I'm not suggesting Mary Kay has ever killed anybody, but it's dangerous to say, if you're applying shit to a person's body, you're not gonna kill anybody. You don't know people's allergies. Some people don't know their own allergies.
So I believe in you. I know that you're excited about joining us. And so I want you to think of the possibilities and think big. You never know. You could be driving a pink Cadillac like me someday if you decide to really work the business.
That's the shit. That's how they get you in. She just did it. She's like, you could be like me. I know you say you only want to make enough to cover your grocery bill for the month, but you could be like me and drive a pink Cadillac. What she just did is the unrealistic expectations that I just told you about.
If your desire is to say, hey, Cleita, I'm just in this for the fun and make a little money, that's fine too. We welcome every single person, and I love you the same. I love you the same. I will work with you different according to the time and effort that you put into Mary Kay, but I love you the same. Okay?
You don't know me.
I'm your biggest cheerleader. Just know that. And I'm here for you. That's my job as a Mary Kay sales director, is to encourage and educate my unit members and to show you the way. Okay. So without any further ado, I'm going to stop this video. But I would love for you, after you watch it, to take the little quiz. And I want you to get back with me and let me know what your thoughts are. Oh, one last thing that I didn't mention, the 30%. If after you set up your My Shop, your website, your customers immediately, you'll get a 30% commission on that, no matter. But you kind of want to decide about inventory before you put that My Shop out, because let's say you were going to do a $3,600 order, but then someone orders off your website. That is considered your first order, and then you would not get the big bundles. Okay.
Whoa. So what she's saying is everything I just told you goes out the door if a customer orders before you do. That's crazy. That's stupid. Because that's not you placing an order. That's a customer placing an order. So you don't want to actually get started as soon as you sign up. You want to wait until you are able to place your own first order. In most MLMs, they'll be like, sign up and you can start selling right away because you're going to have your replicated website and you can do blah, 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 blah. In this case, that's not what you want to do, because if you had plans to get all that free product bundle shit she was talking about, don't tell anyone what you're doing until you place that order, sis. Oh my God.
I'm here for you. I know that was a lot. So let me know what you think after you watch this video. And I just can't wait to get to know you better in person. All right. See you later, everybody.
Holy crap, that was so much. I had the intentions of possibly watching through that Emily Shart. What is her name? Emily Shart? We'll just call her Emily Shart. I was gonna go through her original video also, but I just can't. I can't. I've been filming for over 2 hours now. This has been a lot. I'm sure you're feeling the same way. So yeah, we're gonna end it here, but holy crap, man. We'll see how long this video lasts. We'll see if this woman tries to copyright strike it. This is fair use. You can tell because it's extremely transformative. This woman made this video with the intention to recruit people. My video, obviously, is to convince people to do the opposite. That, therefore, is very transformative piece of work here. That's what we're watching. It is fair use. It is not a copyright issue here, but we'll see. If she tries some shit, it's only gonna get worse for her. I guarantee, I promise you, bitch, it will be worse for you. I will re-upload this video, and I will make sure that it does not get hit up by the copyright shit. I'm obviously gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen the first time, but in this case, ma'am, don't try me. So that's that, but that's where we're gonna end it here. Before we click off here, I do want to thank some people. First of all, thank you, Balessa, for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys do take advantage of this giveaway, so definitely do that. Also, just want to say thank you to my patrons and my members, guys. The list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club, which I just went camping this past weekend, picked up some postcards at a rest stop this time around because we had to stop at a gas station, and I saw them and I said, oh, I have people to send these to. So yeah, I'm always thinking of you guys in the postcard club, and that's all coming out soon. Actually, I really do need to get a jump start on that. It's almost the end of the month. Early access to new videos whenever I'm able to provide that, and sometimes even more than that. So if anything like that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube memberships. Just whatever works for you works for me. So with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to R. Marie 10, Love to Be Evil, Nicole Hensley, Wendy Irons, Luciana Valiente, Emily from Kansas, Hannah Moe, Alex Offbeat, Liz Sahu, Aaron Adler, LaSalle Story, Fluffy Duck Butt 24, Elaine, Ferd Turgeson Esquire, Just Mark, Alice Wagner, Fallon Harris, Emion, Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Leanne, Kessie Drew, Marie Silver, Maddie Darley, Ray, Caroline Reed, and Sinead Maria Venus. And to the rest of my financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, thank you for sitting through all of that because I know it was a lot. Hype points, please, if you can. Let's get the word out about how terrible Mary Kay and its distributors are. And with that, that's where I'm going to leave you. So I will see y'all next time. Bye.